Okay, welcome back to Hangar 51, take 2. I don't know why I did that, but I have no idea. Yeah, better? Okay, good, yeah. Sound should be good now. I'll explain that in just a second, what happened there. Eric, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. You made it just in time for take 2. The first stream failed. I don't know why. Michael Bear, what's up? Good to see you. Much better? Oh, yeah, you didn't even say anything yet. Yeah. So what happened, the audio, the reason it was, I was trying to use this virtual background for an opening of a recorded show, a flight on my J65. I wanted to do an opening and then transition to the flight. George Watts, what's up? Good to see you. And so I did a recording and there was no audio. So it wasn't recognizing the remote camera that's up here on the tripod. Hang on, let me switch over here. So the remote camera that's up here on the tripod, it wasn't recognizing that audio. So I had no audio. All I had was me lip syncing nothing. No audio. So I added another audio track to see if that would work. It didn't work. But I forgot to turn it back off, and that's why you had all that noise. That was the noise. The other source. And I don't even know where that source was coming from. So I'm still working on that. But that's got nothing to do with the live show. That's just me doing my videos. So. Oh my God! This is going by so fast I can't keep up. Holy crap, guys! What the fish was that? Yeah. How you doing, Paul? So again, hi guys. Hi everybody. Paul, Tim. Spencer, Michael Bear, Michael Reitza, who else? George, Eric EQ, and Eric Shadow all here. Who else is here? Flying High RC, welcome. He's a newbie guy. Got another newbie in the show. That's good. Let's see. I think that's pretty much everybody. Anyway, so that's how come it was noisy. I had that other audio track. I had them both on. And you can't run them both. You either get an echo or you get a lot of noise. So I forgot to turn that off. I turned it off. That's good. I don't know why the stream stopped. I don't know what that was about. The stream stopped. So let me show you what I got today. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I'm not planning on getting a producer job anywhere soon. Am I echoing now? I shouldn't be echoing now. Hang on. Oh, Chris, there is another audio track running. All right, hang on. Let me kill that one. Let me make sure that's all there is. We should be perfect now. No echo, no noise, no nothing. So I had 3 audio tracks running. Well, no wonder it sounded so bad. Okay, so so the echo's gone. Yeah, no echo now. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So I killed the other 2 tracks, so we only have the one, and this is the one that matches my lips. So it doesn't look like a Godzilla movie. Producer is fired. Yeah. Absolutely. Fire his ass. Absolutely. Okay, so hey Jerry, what's up? Yeah. So anyway, I was playing with all these different things trying to get OBS to do my regular videos, and I haven't figured that out yet. So I'll keep playing with that. But in the meantime, we're good for the show. So if you've noticed in the background, you guys that love Amazon, This is how Amazon delivered my $375 dash panel today. Right? This is how the box came. Here's the dash panel hanging out of the box. It's half a box. And they laid that up against my fence, just like that. So there's your quality Amazon, guys. I don't know why you guys love Amazon so much, but they had the gall to deliver my $375 dash panel like this. So I'm sorry, but that's just unacceptable. Yeah, missing a little of the box. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Now, how in the world did they misplace half the box? And how many times did this thing fall on the floor out of the box, and they picked it up and put it back in the box, threw it back in the truck for the next guy to have it fall out of the box, and so on, and so on, and so on. You know? So, yeah. Not impressed, guys. You guys that love Amazon, I'm not impressed. Not at all. Very disappointed. Not what I was expecting at all. They drone dropped it? Pretty sure. No. It would have never stayed in the box if a drone had handled it. It's so I could quickly love RC. Hey, love, where have you been? Haven't seen you in forever, man. Good to see you back. Yeah, that's so I could see what I got really quick. Yeah, I'd rather been able to tear the box open to see what I got. I didn't need to see it that quick. Yeah, only in Florida. Well, that could be. Well, that's the funny thing. See, you guys all bitch about your FedEx and your UPS, and I've never had problems with them. My FedEx and UPS are pretty much flawless here. My Postal Service would have delivered it like that. You know, my United States Postal Service would have definitely delivered it like that. That's normal for them. Okay, but this came through Amazon. So, and I don't think Amazon uses the Postal Service to deliver their stuff, do they? I'm sure it came on an Amazon truck. Oh, Amazon knows I'm not a regular customer. Not from not trying, Jerry. I've tried to use them over and over and over again. And the only reason I got my account back in good standing is because I clicked on the Amazon Prime free trial for 30 days. Because I guarantee you, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have gotten this through Amazon. They probably would not have accepted. The only reason I got this is because I clicked on the free trial for the Plus, and then they reinstated my credit account, and all they wanted me to do was reattach a current credit card to it and everything, and so I'm 100% back in with Amazon, and this is how impressed I am with them. That they delivered this dash panel for my truck in this condition. That was just ridiculous. John Graham, what's up? Good to see you, man. JCB, welcome. Jeff in Lower Alabama, man. Love to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button because we already have 22 people in here. Man, that's freaking awesome. Thank you, guys. Jerry, it's good to see you back in here. I missed you here. You finally got to fly today. Well, good. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. You're in Florida tonight. Where are you at, Michael? I thought you ordered socks. Yeah, I ordered the socks that was on Jeff's show through Amazon. Yeah, that's exact. And this is what I got. I got a dash panel half in a box. I don't know where my socks are that I ordered, but this is what I got. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. So, hey, is Craig Beeman here? Yes, he is. Good to see you, Craig. All right, man. John Graham, everybody's here tonight. Guys, you guys are doing awesome. We're up to 25. Ronnie, you're here. Good to see you. What does that say? It came with paintna? Paintna? I don't know what that word is. Be quiet, I talk too much. Thanks, Randivision. I thought you were going to tell me to be quiet. I already have enough airplanes. You gave up the sailors to be here? Well, good. I'm glad, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate that. At least I'm beating out the sailors. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that word. Thank you, John. I didn't know that. I just learned something. Hey, learned something new tonight. I did not know that. Oh, patina. I gotcha. I didn't know how you spelled patina. That's good to know. And now that I've seen it phonetically spelled. Hey, Ryan's the captain of patina. He likes to patina his RC car bodies. He does that quite often. Yeah, the show usually goes better when the producer doesn't speak. Yeah, well, that's true. I can't argue with that. I don't know, Eric, if it was a scam or not. I got it forwarded to me, so I just forwarded it on. You know, it wasn't a. I didn't have to sign up for anything. I just had to send it to 10 people, and I won't get charged for posting it. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It was probably a scam, but I figured be safe. I'll just send it out to 10 people. I think I sent it to 20, but who cares? It wasn't any big deal. I haven't gotten anything from it as far as any crappy scam stuff or anything that I'm aware of. Nothing changed. So whatever it was right. What the hell? I mean, it didn't. I didn't have to sign up for anything or nothing. Just forward it, and it nothing. All I got was a confirmation that I met my quota. And I was okay, good enough. It's the last I heard of it. So. It popped up 2 minutes ago. What that same thing about charging for posts? Well, Bill, what's up? Good to see you. Ken Bird, you're here. Look at everybody that's here. Wow, this is awesome. Send this coming out to 100 people for 100 cents. There you go. Hey, a buck's a buck. Right? Pilot Ryan's new release is on now. Yeah. I was just going to ask that question. So what do you guys think of the new Horizon Hobby new release? Man, how many of you already ordered one of those? Yeah, Randy, sometimes I'm bored enough to just play with them a little bit. And free shipping. Yeah, if you do three brain teasers, you get free shipping. Yeah, $20 is $20, exactly. Yeah, no stick for me either. George, it's a 1.1 millimeter, 1.1 meter ugly stick. That's what it is. And they want $329 for it. I mean, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So, yeah, and it's a pre-order. Yeah. I thought I was doing an unboxing. What, of the stick? Not here, Jerry. I'll do a reboxing if you want. I'll put my Mamba back in the box. So it's not on the table except for the landing gear. Here's the landing gear. Because I clear coated it. And I may put some of it together tonight while we're chit-chatting along here. Yeah, exactly, love. I don't know what... I mean, I don't know where they think... I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of touch. But I'm not paying that kind of money for that piece of crap. I'm sorry. You know, if it was like $199, maybe. But $329, not a chance in hell. You know, there's just no way I'm paying that kind of money for that. Right. Exactly. And how much was the Hobby King ugly stick, Roy? Yeah, you don't have a dog, so you don't need a stick. Oh, well, I'm sure the sailors have already done a review on it, Michael. Just go look for it. I'm sure they did. Hey, Chris, welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back, man. You bought a drone? Oh, really? So that was their comeback to you, Bill. Was basically they all look like that? Really? Wow. Yeah, the Hobby King stick was under $200, wasn't it? If I remember right. Yeah, I'd buy the if I was going to buy a stick, which I wouldn't. I'd buy that Hobby King one all day long before I'd pay $329 for the Horizon one. That's just nuts. All right, I can do that. I'll take a look. Let me go look. Although you guys can probably look quicker than I can, but I'll look. Let's see what we come up with. Although this computer is pretty quick. Hobby King's website's not that quick. But we got to this website pretty quick.
Well, we got stick parts. There it is. $138.99. Same exact size, 1100 millimeter. It's blue, and it's $138.99 instead of $329. It is on back order. Oh well. But yeah, are you serious? $329? No, I'll buy this one. If I was going to buy a stick, I'd buy this one. Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah, I like the Hobby King stick. I think it looks good. Boomerang. That's a smart stick. That's funny. I like that one. Making model airplanes, what's up? I'm on Pilot Ryan's live stream right now? Oh, no kidding, really? Why is Ryan doing a live stream right now? I thought he was doing I thought he did a recording earlier. Well, I should put Ryan's show on here. We can watch my show on Ryan's show, watching Ryan's show. Something like that. Yeah, I noticed that too. Hey, Mike Nolan, what's up? Yeah, I've noticed that lately. Hobby King's having a problem. Everybody's having a problem getting shipping again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the boats are tied up, if they got another one stuck in the damn canal or what the hell. But my T-28 got pushed back because of some shipping incident. I don't know what happened, but they couldn't send it when they were supposed to. So now it's not coming until July, I think, or June, I think. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to Ryan's show, guys. He's going to tell you all about that new awesome ugly stick. So take it away, Ryan. I can put here. Let's do this. I think I can do this. Let's do this. This will be funny. If I go here, that's odd. I'm not getting Ryan's show here. Let's try this. Still not getting Ryan's show. Alright, let's try something else. Let's try this. Here we go. I got it.
Honestly, I didn't even know about this one.
All right. Okay, now I got to put it here. Let's see here. Okay.
Hang on a minute, I gotta find. I gotta find my little TV. There we go. Alright, let's find Ryan's show. Let's see here. There it is. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. And then we'll go here and do that. Why is it paused? Okay, so why is that not working? It should be working. It's not working. Why is it not working? It's working here. What the hell? Why is this not working? Oh, there it is. Now it's working. All right. Okay. So oh, he's signing off already. There he is, guys. As he's too good to be in. We're out of here. Good night, Ryan. Oh well, I tried, guys. I did the best I could on that one. Oh well. Uh-oh, we got an engine flame out. Now see, we're probably going to lose it when I do this. Maybe, let's see. I love it when my AVG decides it wants to try to sell me the up-to-date free trial crap right in the middle of my show. I just love it when it does that. Okay, all right. So I got the chat back. I missed all the chat, guys. So let me see what you guys. Let me see how much you guys are bashing me. Yeah, right. So I don't keep buying them. That's the difference. I bitch about the price, and I don't buy them. That's why I've been buying Hobby King planes, because the prices are reasonable. I'm not buying. I'm not paying the price. Although all right, guilty. I did buy the T-28, but that was. I've been saying I'm going to buy that for 2 years, waiting for it to come out. So that's not like. I hadn't already committed to that. So I'll give you that one. I did buy that one, but I haven't bought anything else. I didn't pay full price for my Mamba. That was on sale. And that's why I bought it. So, let's see. I'm almost caught up here. Hold on. Had them on sale a year ago for $99. I remember that, JCB. You're right. I remember that. Yeah, you have to buy free to get free shipping. No, you don't. I'm sure that's free shipping. So let's see here.
Yeah, Micah, you're right. The Hobby King is actually it's not an ARF. It's a plug and play. You have to put your own receiver in it. It comes with everything else. An ARF wouldn't come with servos, a motor, and an ESC. The Hobby King one comes with everything except a receiver. So yeah, it's not a bind and fly with smart technology. It's a plug and play. So, but that's a huge price difference. So. You're in the Matrix. Oh, hold on. Don't do that. I don't know what that was. Clicking the wrong button here. Why are you out of here, Paul? Where you got a date? Where are you going? Yeah, it's Jeff. Yeah, that's it. they want their half a box back. They already have the other half. They ain't getting a whole box. They didn't bring a whole box. Yeah. So is ProLord FPV, is that Mason? Or did I miss Mason somewhere else? I'm not familiar with that one. All right, so let me go look at something here real quick. Okay, guys, so I'm looking right here on Hobby King's site. Durafly Ugly Stick version 2, plug and fly. Electronic Sport model EPO 1100mm blue, $138.99. That is a plug and play. That's everything for $138.99. That's not an ARF. That's a plug and fly. All you put in that is a receiver. Everything else is included. Now, I'm reading it right off their page, guys, so if there's an error here, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm reading it right off the page. So their $138.99 is a plug and fly or a plug and play, same thing, not an ARF. Yes, right. So but that's not exactly true. There are exceptions to that $250 rule. I don't know if this falls into that or not. It's weird. But that's how I had to end up buying 3 of the Lancasters to get the free shipping, because that rule was in play. So that's why I had to buy 3 to get the free shipping. And I was getting such a deal on them, I was able to sell the other 2 to pay for the 1. So I got a free plane, and free shipping and a free airplane. But no, I am not a salesman for anybody, Jackson. Chris, I am merely trying to save you guys money, all right? When I find good deals, I like to tell you about them, okay? I'm not promoting anybody's product because they're paying me or I get any kickbacks or nothing. I don't get nothing from nobody, okay? I get more from you guys than anywhere, all right? You guys that send me money, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to pass on, when I find good deals or good products that I think you guys would enjoy, that I trust, then I pass it on to you. So no, I am not a salesman for Hobby King, but I got to tell you, right now Hobby King's come out with some damn nice stuff. You know, the King Twin is an awesome airplane. The new C-130 with full retractable gear and the cargo door and everything is an awesome airplane. Flies fantastic, looks fantastic, and especially when you put the gear up. I mean, that, you know, because I have the EC 1500, which is basically a twin engine cargo plane, just like the C-130, but it doesn't have retractable wheels. And I love that plane. It's a nice airplane, but the C-130 is better. And it's a lot cheaper. So, yeah, lately you're right though. Everything's been on back order at Hobby King. I don't know why. I'm still waiting for my replacement retract for the C-130. So, but yeah, you're right. You know, I don't, again, you know, my T-28's not here because of some shipping faboggle, because my buddy that works there told me. He says, yeah, everything got put back. Nothing's shipping right now. He couldn't tell me why. He just gets updates from his boss that told him, and he says, oh, if you get complaints about shipping, we don't, you know, nothing's getting shipped. So, yeah. Well, Michael, if it's a smart stick, you can throw it and it'll come back to you. So what the hell? I really like that. Yeah, I want a smart stick. Yeah, you know, the one that I can throw it and it comes right back. Yeah, I think the Australians call that a boomerang. That was good, Bill. Yeah. I bet you Harbor Freight has a boomerang. So. So what else have we got to talk about, guys? I bought a multi-stick and cigar shit. You did that today, did you, George? Ken, that's very possible. You know, you just never know. But Yeah, a tornado could definitely be messing up shipping. You never know. There's all kinds of things going on in the world right now that could be messing with it. Who knows? Yeah, exactly, Mike. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. Yeah, I agree. You know, ugly sticks are a useless pile of wood. Or foam, depending on who the manufacturer is. But absolutely, I wouldn't own one. I have absolutely no love for a stick. A device that can shoot down. Yeah, it's called a shotgun. That'll bring it down. Well, go over there and ask them, Michael. I'll bet you they take you on a tour. When you tell them what a big fan you are of foam board, I'll bet they'll take you on a tour. You should go check it out. Yeah, the flight test boys shoot down planes all the time. With an Apple, what was that, an Apple gun they were using on the B-17? Or something like that. They were shooting something at it. All right, Prop Lord. We'll see you. I assume that's Mason. I didn't know he was going by that name. All right, Chris. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you again. A howitzer? Yeah, if you could hit it with one of those, yeah. That would definitely bring it down if you could hit it. Yep. Use paintball guns, potato guns. Yep. It was an Apple gun. That's what I thought it was. I could believe the punishment that damn airplane took, and it still flew. I was like, oh my god. And it was built like the real one. I mean, they took a hell of a lot of abuse, and they kept flying. Holy shit. Must be getting warm in the tent? Why do you say that? It's awesome, Mike. It's an awesome airplane. I'm trying to buy one right now. One of the guys at the field has 3 airplanes. An RV-8, the big one, and it's orange. The Cessna 170, it's yellow, which they only did for a very short time, and that's the one I want. I want the yellow one. And a T-28, the E-Flight, the original Gen 1 T-28. It's got all 3 for sale. And he promised them to Bo, the guy that owns the field, but Randy changes his mind, and he's promised me 3 different airplanes in the past that I didn't get. So I threw my hat in the ring to see if I could maybe get one of these. And I even sent a message to Bo, if he does buy the 3 airplanes, I'd like to buy the Cessna one, because he already has a red one. So he might not want the yellow one. I don't know. But I let him know that I'd be interested in if he wanted to sell it. So we'll see. I'm waiting to see if nothing's happened yet. He hasn't sold it to Bo or me or anybody, so I'll keep you posted if I happen to tag that thing. But I hope to get it. Yeah, right. So I have to agree with you. As far as a value goes, yeah, it would be a better value. But you're really not comparing apples to apples. The one's a tail dragger, one's a tricycle gear. The 170 is much bigger than the HST 182. The flex plane comes with the aura in it, the stabilization, and the HST doesn't. So there's a lot of factors involved, but strictly value-wise, I would agree with you, though. I think probably the HST value-wise is a better airplane. So, but anyway, yep. But yeah, if you have a chance to get one, you'll love it. It's a great airplane. That's why I want to get that one that Randy's selling. So I'm hoping either Bo buys it and then sells it to me, or if Randy will just sell it to me. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's a good point, Jeff. You can get parts for the flex plane. Yeah, good luck getting any parts out of HSD. They are not into selling parts. I don't know what their deal is there, but man, they just do not want to sell parts. Strutbuster RC, what's up? Welcome to the show, man. Yeah, Mike, if you've got the opportunity to get the yellow one, because they only ran that for a short time, and they discontinued that quick. And I really like the yellow one. I saw Randy's, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. I'm going to refresh my my E-Flight 150, and I think I'm going to paint it yellow. I'm really thinking about changing the red to yellow. I got to do a lot of. It's got, man, that plane's got 3,000 flights on it. I mean, I have flown the crap out of that thing. It's about 10 years old now, and I just want to freshen it up. And I'm really seriously thinking about. They killed Getty. I'm really thinking about changing it to yellow, and I'm going to change the scheme slightly. I already bought the decal sheet, so I can put all the checkerboard scheme and all that back on it. I already have the decals. I bought those a few years ago. So now it's just first time here. Defrost? Defroster? Defrost? Thank you. Welcome to the show. So Ryan sent you here. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that. Yeah, we have fun here. You just hang out, have fun. A lot of jabbing, a lot of joking, a lot of fun. We don't stay on topic. I try, but these guys, I can't control them. No, I don't hate the yellow T-28 at all. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. I've still bought it. I wanted it bad. But I don't particularly care for I love yellow airplanes, don't get me wrong, but I like the T-28 in the white and red scheme. That's my favorite. But will I fly the yellow one? Absolutely. I can't wait to get it, and I will fly it. I might change the color on it later. I don't know. But I'm going to leave it yellow for now. Are we boring you, Eric? What's up? Why are you out of here? Where are you going? I know, you got to get up early. That's the life of a painter. You guys work way too many hours. I only know how to program the Aura with a PC. Now, I've been told you can do it with the new radios, but I have no idea how to do that. I only know how to program it with a PC. And yeah, but it's a very simple program. You download it. It's free download from Flex. It's just a pick list. You just click on the box and pick. Is it a single aileron, dual aileron servos? Same thing. A single flap servo, dual flap servo. You just answer the questions. It's really simple. And then with it, you've got it plugged in, and the wire comes. Yeah, listen, I just got a Flex plane here, and the wire comes with it. All right, there's the programming wire. Here it is. So they send you the wire with it. There's the programming wire right there. And yeah, it's really simple. So, and the Aura is the best stabilizer I've ever seen as far as a flight controller. I've seen nothing better. It really does a super great job. The FMS reflex, I don't think any of my FMS planes came with the reflexes. I was still buying them from Horizon, and they took it out. You couldn't get the reflex. Now, I take that back. I've got something with the reflex in it. I can't remember what. Maybe my, what is it, the PT-18? Maybe that's got it, because I didn't buy that at Horizon. So that might have a reflex in it. I don't remember. I think it does, actually, if I remember right. Yeah, it doesn't behave anything like the Aura. I mean, it works. It's a stabilizer, just like the J65 jet I'm flying. It has a stabilizer, and it works. But it's just the Flex one really makes a difference. That can make any airplane fly so stable in any kind of wind, any kind of weather. It's just an amazing flight controller. Yeah, exactly, Strut Buster. They didn't offer it before, but now they do. They probably got a lot of complaints. People were probably pissed that they ordered the plane through Horizon and it didn't show up with a reflex, and they knew you could get it, somewhere else. Make and model airplanes, you did it again. 4 for 4. There. That's my favorite meal at Wendy's, by the way. It's the 4 for 4. Thank you so much, buddy. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, it can make trees disappear. It's an amazing, flight controller. So, yeah, it's impossible to compare, AS3X and the flight controller that came in the J65 and the Eagle and the Aura. They're all very different. They all do the same thing, but they all do it differently. And by far, the Aura does it better than any of them. So. Yes, there is something to be said for that, Craig. I agree. It is nice to change the gains. All you need is a little screwdriver, and that's the way the J65 is, by the way. It comes with a pretty decent little flight controller, a gyro, and you use the screwdriver to adjust the elevator, rudder, and ailerons. And you can increase the gains individually on those, and it works good. It's a good little gyro. It does a nice job on that jet. Man, that jet flies so good. My Flex connection, the guy Lewis, he just ordered one. Well, he tried to. It's on back order. It's already back on back order. They sold out of. They got a shipment in, and they're already sold out. So, but he wants one because he contacted me this morning. And he wants one, so I gave him the information, and yeah, it's an awesome jet. So your 70cc Mamba. Oh, strut buster, I agree. I don't put gyros in planes almost ever. Okay, I mean, there's I can only think offhand one plane that I put a gyro in to make it fly better, and that was just for ground handling. My BF-109 FMS plane would ground loop pretty easy, so I put a gyro on it, and the only thing I'm using is the rudder to help me keep it straight on takeoff and landings, and it worked beautiful for that. And that's pretty much the only time I've used a gyro. Now, I buy planes from Horizon that come with one, the standard AS3X. I don't use the safe. The J65 came with the gyro, so I used it. I didn't add it. It was part of the package. I used it. I believe I didn't take the one out of the PT-18. I believe that reflex is still in there. And then when you buy a plane from Flex, it comes with the Aura 8, and I don't take it out. Lyndon Stewart, how you doing tonight, man? Good to see you. So now, just to be clear, though, there's a big difference between a gyro stabilizer and a safe gyro. Safe is an auto, basically an autopilot. You flip that on and the plane flies straight and level. It saves itself from crashing and all that. A gyro is just a stabilizer. It doesn't fix anything. I mean, it takes the wind gusts, any input that you didn't put in, it takes away, but it does exactly what you tell it to do. So, yeah, I don't care for safe at all. I have it in one airplane for training here, people. My Timber X, my Night Timber X, I have safe in that just because I use it for training people. But that's the only plane I have safe in. And I don't ever put, I mean, I've got over 130 airplanes here, and I bet maybe 30 of them have gyros in them just because the AS3X or something similar. Most of my planes do not have any kind of gyro in it. All my FMS planes don't have gyros in them, except that new PT-18. I have two FMS pits. Neither of them came with gyros. I have most of the FMS Warbird line. I have just about everything they put out, and none of those planes have gyros in them. They don't need them. So exactly, George. A good gyro will let you, drill it right into the ground. It'll just do it really smooth. Yeah, I agree. The ES3X is decent for stability. I mean, if the plane came with it, I'll leave it in there. I'm not going to rip it out. I mean, it's a receiver. It works. I'll leave it in. But I'm not. If it didn't come with it, I'm not putting it in. I buy a lot of my Horizon planes bind and fly, not, or plug and play. I mean, not bind and fly. So I put my own receiver in those planes. So. Lyndon, I can't say. I think SAFE was a wonderful thing they came out with. I can't deny that. For new pilots that you're learning to fly, anything that can save the airplane, I'm all for. So, and that's exactly what it was designed for, is to save you from crashing the airplane. So, anything you can do to save the airplane, I'm all in. I think that's the greatest thing ever. But once you're an accomplished pilot, SAFE is no fun. It ruins the whole experience of flying. So, and I'm not sure where you are in your abilities, Lyndon. But by all means, if you like SAFE and you're flying with it, keep flying with it. I mean, you do what you need to do to enjoy the hobby. I'll never knock anybody that wants to use SAFE. I can't. I don't use it other than for training, but I love the fact that they came out with it. I think it's the greatest thing ever because it definitely saves airplanes when you're learning to fly, and that's huge. When I learned to fly, there were no foam planes. It was all balsa, and when you crashed it, you had to go buy another kit or do a lot of repair, and they weren't 5-minute builds either. So, the SAFE thing is such a big difference. Yeah, we fly. Lyndon, have you come and flown with us yet? And Fred's show on Monday night? Because we do a 9.5, or I think even an 8.0 will work. Fred does a live simulcast on YouTube, and he opens a room up for real flight, and we all jump in there and fly in real flight, and Fred broadcasts it. Yeah, that's usually what SAFE's good for, Fred. That's how Eric found the tree with his timber. He had it in SAFE and he couldn't turn it. The next thing you know, it was in the tree. Yeah, that's what SAFE's wonderful for that. It starts when Fred gets home from work. I guess it has started as early as, what, 7:30, Fred? But usually around 9 o'clock. But he has started it early on occasion. He just didn't let us all know that. I'd have been in earlier. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, usually 9 o'clock, but sometimes he starts early. And we have a ball in there. It's a lot of fun. Try to land on the AMA truck or on the roof of the building or on the house or I don't know, whatever, you know. Matt and I do a lot of that. We're constantly hanging our airplanes on something. Yeah, that's the trick, Roy. You're absolutely right. If you've got a plane in safe and you want it to turn, you have to couple the rudder. You know, get on the rudder with the aileron, and it'll definitely turn better. You know, 'cause otherwise you're screwed. It takes a cornfield to turn it around. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we have a lot of fun in there every Monday night. You know, like I said, for sure 9 o'clock. He's always got it running by then, but he's trying to start it earlier. But probably nothing earlier. 7:30 is about the earliest, right, Fred? I don't think you can get it on any earlier than that. Yeah, that's true, Michael. Yeah. If you want to learn how to fly using the rudder, slow the plane way down and put it in safe, and then try to keep it tight. You'll be on the rudder a lot. You have safe stamped into a telephone pole. Yeah. Then they did the blimp blitz. I put the blimp up so people could try to pop it. You can't bring the blimp down. I don't know why. I would have thought that there was a trick to it, that there's some way to get the blimp to crash, but nobody's found it yet. So when I put the blimp up, everybody tries to either land on it or tries to crash into it to bring it down, but you can't bring the blimp down. So we have fun with that. That's fun. I usually put myself in the blimp when I'm trying to eat my dinner, because I can just put it up in the sky there and let it hover over the field and let them try to land on it or whatever they're going to do to it. And I can eat my dinner while I'm watching them try to land on it or whatever. So that's that. And I enjoy that too. It's fun to watch. So that's a lot of fun. I enjoy that. My wife found a copy of Real Flight 8. I didn't even know I had that. And she found the disc the other day for Real Flight 8. And I was like, where the hell did that come from? I didn't even know I had that. I don't remember buying that. That's weird. I have no idea where that came from. Yeah, the one day I landed the blimp on the camera, so when it settled down in, we were inside the blimp. Nobody could see anything. They couldn't fly their own planes because they couldn't see anything. All I could see was inside the blimp. I agree, Lyndon. And when I've got new pilots that come in and they want to know what they should buy, I always tell them to buy The Apprentice. I think it's probably the best value, because not only can you learn to fly on it, but once you're done learning to fly on it, you turn the safe off. That plane will fly inverted. You can have a lot of fun with that airplane after you've learned to fly. So it's not like you're gonna, put it on the shelf and never fly it again. You can have a lot of fun with The Apprentice. It's a great airplane. So I always recommend that as the first plane, to anybody that comes to the field and talks to me. I tell them, just go down to the hobby shop and get yourself an apprentice, and you'll have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, if it's still in the box, it's safe for sure. I heard you were trans safe. They cut your rudder off. Where'd you hear that, George? Yep, I agree, Michael. Not my cup of tea. I like airplanes that look like airplanes. It doesn't have to necessarily be... yeah, the Apprentice can handle any kind of wind. It's a great airplane, Lyndon. I totally agree with you. I love that airplane. It's a great beginner airplane. You can have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I like airplanes that look like airplanes. They don't necessarily have to be real airplanes. They just have to look like an airplane. You know, if it's got a cabin, a high wing, I don't even care if it's a square box, as long as it's got simulated windows like a SIG Cadet. You know, it looks like an airplane. All right, so I like that. You know, a stick doesn't look like an airplane. It looks like a stick. So that's why I have no interest in it. It doesn't look like an airplane. It just, you know, it's just a box with a wing on it, and it does nothing for me. So I love scale airplanes the most, but I have my share of, you know, my T-clip is a basic, you know, square box fuselage and a wing, high wing, and it's got the shape of a cockpit. And my 60 size T-clip has clear windows in it, so that enhances it even better. So I love that airplane, you know. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a real scale airplane. It just has to look like an airplane. And a stick doesn't look like an airplane. A Night Vapor doesn't look like an airplane. You know, so those are the kind of planes that I have zero interest in. Although, only because what the Night Vapor can do indoors. I don't own one, but I might consider buying one. I might, just because. You know, it's so light and slow flying, and it's got lights on it, and so I might consider that. Yeah, exactly, Lyndon. Cessnas are great airplanes. You know, and it doesn't matter who makes it. You know, I've got two of the HST giant Cessnas. I have one of the small HST Cessnas. I have the E-Flight Cessna. I have two of the Hobby King. What is it called? The TTX Cessna. It looks like an SR-22, but it's a Cessna. You know, so I got a boatload of Cessnas here. You know, just. You know, as long as it looks like an airplane, I like it. Yeah, the profile planes, not interested at all. I bought a really cool profile plane. Is it sitting right there again? Yeah, it's still sitting there. It's called the Thunder 180, and it's got a fuselage. It's got a hatch. The battery goes inside. The radio's inside. The servos are inside. You know, they're not just taped to the side of it or glued on or whatever. It's actually it's super, super light. It's probably in the 250 gram range because the foam is so thin. I mean, it's paper thin. If you pick it up in the wrong place, your fingers, you'll crush it. You'll go right through it. You got to be very careful where you pick it up. But it's a great flying airplane. It was made by Tech One. Tech One, I guess, went out of business. The new company that took it over did not continue making all of the planes that they made, so I haven't seen a Thunder 180 anywhere. Yeah, that's another one. You know, and that looks so much like a Cub. You know, again, it's not one, but it's close enough. It looks like an airplane. I love that airplane. It's a beautiful airplane. I'll get one day. I haven't got one yet, but I will. Same here, Lyndon. I have the 182 FMS Banana Hobby version. Yep, I have that one. That's made by HSD. I have two of the giant HSD 182s. The one that's the same size as the E-Flight Carbon Z 150, and I have the Carbon Z 150. And the Carbon Z 150 is the one I'm going to freshen up, put a new paint scheme on it. I got new decals to put on it. And I'm going to do a whole video on the freshening up process. I'm going to do a in fast motion refresh on that. Yeah, I love that plane. I just took mine out for the first time in about 4 years this past weekend. You know, I had to fix one little thing on it, and I did, and I took it out and flew the crap out of it. And yeah, I love that airplane. Yeah. So the Night Vapor, like I said, it's not really in my wheelhouse, but it does have a little niche of fun that you can do with it, and so for that, I may one day buy one of those. If they're on sale, if they're doing a discontinue and they put them on sale, I'll definitely buy one. You know, I don't really think it looks like a Cessna 150, but it looks like an airplane. You know, the Bigfoot. So I don't have any problem with it. I don't really see it as a Cessna 150, but I don't care. It looks like an airplane, so I like it. It's a good-looking airplane. I'll probably buy one of those one day too. I haven't gotten around to that one yet, but. Yeah, the tree magnets are removable. That's good advice. Just take them out of the plane, Randy. You'll have much more fun when you get rid of those tree magnets. You know, just rip them out. Yeah, Lyndon, I do a lot of aerobatics with my 150. It's a really good airplane. I really like it. I really didn't realize the 150 and the HSD 182, the giant scale one, they fly different. And I really couldn't put because they're pretty much the same airplane. They're really close. But I figured it out. The wings are bigger on the 150 than the HSD plane. There's probably 4 extra inches of length, and I think there's more girth too. Yeah, the wings are bigger on the 150, so it definitely floats better. It handles extra weight better. You can put a really big battery in the 150, and it don't care. The HSD plane, you'll notice it on landing. You know, if you're flaring and it starts to slow down and you got a big battery in it, it'll drop on you. George, you're out of here. All right, man. You have a good night. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. So, and I didn't notice that till just the other day when I got it out and cleaned it up. I had the wings to the HSD plane sitting right there, and I thought, you know, these wings look bigger. And I went over and grabbed one, I put it on top of it, and I'm like, son of a bitch, they are bigger. Look at that. I never really noticed that before. If you go look at my videos, I did a comparison video between the two airplanes. I don't even think, on the one, I didn't even do any talking. I just have music playing and show the two airplanes. I show this one, then this one, and this one, then this one. So it's a pretty good video, and it's just done to music.
So, and even then I didn't realize that the wings were bigger on the 150, but I just figured it out last weekend. Yeah, I had it on the table here last week, Randy. I love that airplane. You know, and it's never done me wrong, man. That plane's been awesome, you know, the whole time. I just love that airplane. Yeah, it's the same airplane. The FMS one. If you bought the real FMS one, you get a couple of perks with it, but it's a lot more money. Magnavox. I love Magnavox radios. They got really good sound. You know, the subwoofer in it is really good. So that's my favorite radio. Yep, Philips makes a good radio too. I have a lot of Philips stuff. I just bought something the other day. It was Philips. Oh, I bought a new TV. That's what I did. I bought a big screen, a big 60. No, is it a 65 or a 75? 70. I think it's a 70 inch. Yeah, I bought a 70 inch flat screen Philips TV. Came with Roku, and it's pretty nice. Nice television. Yeah, Bose has the best sound. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Bose actually makes radios now, not just speakers. It's not broken. This is the brand new strut that came with my new Mamba. I bought a Flex Mamba, and it's not on the table right now because I clear coated it. Ray, what's up? So yeah, this is the brand new. And I'm going to paint these wheel pants half red. I'm going to do what I did on my RV8. I think I'm going to paint the top half red with a red stripe and leave the bottom white. So that's what I'm going to do with these. But they're not broken. They just haven't been installed. Is that right, Lyndon? The Philips radio was the #1 radio back in the 60s, huh? Late 70s. Wow, that's pretty cool. So we got Mr. Fiery Booty in the house. Had to come pester the bus driver. Buddy, you can come pester me anytime. Anytime. Love to have you. Michael Bear, you don't have a television? Are you serious? All right, we're gonna have a little game here, guys. I want all you guys to answer. All right. I want to get an opinion here. So, what do you think
the greatest invention is that we've come up with since when you were born. You know, I mean, it could be before then, but if we came out with an invention that what's the one thing that you think is the best invention of all time? Everybody, I want everybody to answer this. There's no right or wrong answer. You know, I just want to see what you guys think. Beer. Now there are good answers. That's funny. Beer. Linden says the internet. Okay. The thermos bottle. How does it know when it's to be hot or cold? See, I knew this would be entertaining and informative. So yeah. So beer in the thermos bottle. There you go. Come on, where's the rest of your cell phone? Just the phone, not the internet part, just the phone. So cell phone's the greatest invention. Roy says YouTube. Blow-up dolls. There you go. That don't talk. Yeah. Speaking of which, let me get off track just for a second. The other day, a couple of our buses have the bus talks. It tells you what stop is coming up. You know, like Spring Hill and Mobile or whatever, and it talks. And then when you press the stop request, she just keeps saying, stop requested, stop requested, stop requested. And it keeps doing that until I open the door. You know, so if they press it too early, we have to listen to her. So one of my buddies on the bus, we're coming up to his stop, and he says, you know, it's too bad you don't have a shut that bitch up button. And I said, funny you should say that. I do. And I flipped it, and it shut her up. And then I said to him, it's a shame all women don't come with that. So, yeah, there you go. There's your blow-up doll. And it doesn't talk. Nope, no TV. God, I can't believe you don't have a television, Michael. Wow. Yoga pants. The transistor. Oh, you know, JCB, that's a big answer. Because there's so many things that use the transistor. So that's getting really down into the bare bones of it. That's an interesting answer, though. I like that. Ken, that's a really good answer. Electricity. That is a really, really good answer. Basically, none of the technology, everything we've just talked about, none of it would work without electricity. The best invention in Hangar 51 yoga pants. So my answer for me is a television, but I have to agree with Ken. You know, electricity, because without that the TV wouldn't work. So, and the reason I say the television, guys, is because the entertainment that it brings into your home, all the actors, all the plays, the movies, the TV shows, sitcoms, everything is brought right into your home on a television. You know, whether it comes from the internet, an antenna on your roof, it doesn't matter. That entertainment value to me is even better than air conditioning. And a lot of people say air conditioning when I ask this question. I'll sit in a hot room all day to watch television. Okay, I won't sit in an air-conditioned room with nothing to do. If I'm sitting in an air-conditioned room with nothing to do, I'll probably go outside and do something. I'll go fly an airplane. Not that I'm knocking air conditioning. I love air conditioning. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite thing. Right. TV brings the world to the home, and that's why But Ken's right. Without electricity, there is no TV. So, but yeah, I just love the fact that television, that we have that, because all these comedians and movies and all the entertainment that we can pay to go to the movies or wherever to see comes right to the house. And I just love that convenience. I don't know what I would do without TV. I know my life would not be as full, for sure. And I'll admit that. I'm a big TV movie buff. Now I won't stay. If I have an opportunity to go fly my airplanes, I'm not staying home. I'm going to go fly. But on those rainy days when you can't fly, and late at night when you get home from work and you just want to relax, man, there's just nothing better than TV. I love it. So where are you? First of all, Michael, you said you're in Florida. Where are you at in Florida? What part of Florida are you in? And then I'll ask my second question. So, Hobo, I'm going to call you Hobo because I don't know how to say CVO, Hobo. Yes, we are broadcast. See, what I've got, I just built, mostly because of the hobby, but because Paul, welcome to the show. Good to see you. From New Zealand. Awesome, man. Thank you. That's cool. Glad you're here. So, yes, I am in a tent, and I'll explain. I just finished building a 32,000 cubic foot steel building. It's impossible to heat a 32,000 cubic foot building. So during the winter, to do my shows out here in the building, I have a giant tent. It's a big tent. It's a 16-man tent. And I put the tent up because I have a heater in here, and I can heat the tent. So I can be very comfortable out here in the winter months when it's very cold in the building. So the tent is in the building. I'm not out camping. I have lights and everything in here. I have all the comforts, electricity in here and everything. And the tent I put up in here to do the show from inside the tent, and so that I can heat it when I need to. It doesn't need any heat tonight. It's very comfortable out here tonight. The concrete floor. They all watched the building go up, and watching the concrete dry was part of it. So they all make fun of that on a regular basis. So I recently learned how to use the green screen, and that's what you're seeing here. So the background here with the the fireplace and the TV up here that's broadcasting the show live again, because I had Pilot Ryan up there a minute ago. All that's just smoke and mirrors, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll change the background. This is all just green screen fun in the tent because it looks so much better than the tent. The tent looks awful. So that's the inside of Michael Bear, one of our guests in here tonight. That's the inside of the plane he flies for a living. This is a Falcon 900 that his company just acquired, and that's the inside of it. And as you see, I'm down in the corner, and it's still the same
camera, the exact same layout as what was before, but the background now is, I'm in the corner and the background is the interior of the plane. And then let me show you what else we've got, because we've got all kinds of cool stuff. That I can play with here. So let me move this up. Okay, so now we'll go back to, so now here we are. This is the outside of the Falcon, and let me move my dash, half a box dash, get that out of the way so we can see more of the Falcon. Oh, and well, that's the wing. This is my 1700 Mustang wing. I guess we can move that too. No, that's not really in the way that much. Let me do this. That'll probably hide it better. Yeah. Okay. And so this is a light that I'm using to light the inside of the tent. It's reflecting off the walls of the tent. There's another light over here that's out of view of the camera, but I could turn the camera and get it in view. But so there's the outside of the Falcon jet that we just saw the interior of. So we've got that, and then I can do we can do this. So this is me at the beach. So if we're you know, if we want a little sunshine, we can go to the beach. And so that's cool. And then we can go, let's see what else we got here. We can go to, okay, so this is kind of, I'll give you a taste of, so this is the camera that's on the laptop. And this up here is the tent. Okay, this is the back of the tent right here, or the wall in the tent, and this is the green screen that's not showing up real well right now because it needs different lighting. So when I do that to the light, it makes the green screen come alive real nice, and all I have to do is adjust the laptop to get the to get rid of the tent. It's all smoke and mirrors, guys. That's all it is. Okay, so there we go. So now we're at the beach, okay? Got a little water, and so we can do that. And then we got, let me see what else I can come up. I got all kinds of stuff, guys. I'm having so much fun with the green screen. Let me see. So Michael Bear and I, we do a lot of shopping at Dollar Tree, and so we trying to get the I got to keep moving things down to get the where'd it go? Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong. I gotta go here. Okay, so if we go here and we go to yeah, this is a good one. Let me put this one up. Okay, so here we're back. Now we're in the hangar with a Lockheed Electra. This is at where Michael Bear has his real plane. This is the TWA museum next door. So now we're in the hangar with the Lockheed Electra. So yes.
So yeah, I took a chicken shit, turned it into chicken salad, basically, because the back of the tent looked awful. It was a horrible. So I decided to make the green screen work, and we're having so much fun with the green screen. I've got so many different things we can do with the green screen, and it's a lot of fun. So I can change at will. Like here we are. We're back in the frozen food section at Dollar Tree. I'm coming to you live from the frozen food section at Dollar Tree. I think I started the show one night. The first time I did this was what I was using, this background here, just to make everybody laugh. So yeah, that was the. And then one of my favorites. Let me get this one here. We'll pull this down to get something else up. Yeah, here's a good one. This one looks really cool. So, okay, now we're in the space shuttle and we're in orbit. Okay, and we're actually attached to the space station, because if you look right here out the window, that's the space station, and we're attached to it. And there's a big antenna right here out the window here, the front window. And then out here, if you look, you can see the curvature of the Earth right here. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it. And I when it does that fluttery stuff, because we're, I have to turn the light back, and that gets the this shouldn't even be showing up, because this is it disappeared. This is a green charge cord for my phone or whatever radio. This charges my Radio Master radio. So yeah, if I turn it the right way, it disappeared. It's actually a green cord that's plugged into the light up here, but yeah, when you turn it the green, it's green, so it disappears. So, but you can see it kind of fluttering around up there, because it's not, it's just not in the way of the screen where it should be. And maybe if I put it over here, maybe I can make it disappear. Not that it's a big deal. But yeah, I have a lot more stuff and I keep adding. I just added another one. They haven't shown anybody yet, and they're all going to love it. But I'm only going to show it for a second. So I haven't told anybody about this one yet. So you're going to see it for the first time right along with everybody else, because nobody's seen this yet. Craig Beaven, you out of here? Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming. All right, so let me transition that over, and then we're going to add. I got to add this new one. Like I said, nobody's seen this one yet. I had it in the Zoom the other night, but nobody noticed it because I wasn't talking much. So if you're not talking, and they've got it in highlight mode, then I don't show up. So nobody got to see this. Yeah, that'll probably work the best. And get it up a little higher. Okay, and then I gotta move her so she's behind me. Alright, I'm gonna do this very quick, guys. Everybody watching? Are y'all watching? Alright, here we go.
It's gonna be quick. I ain't gonna do it long. There it is. Everybody's been telling me to do this. Okay, that's gone. That's all you get. It's a family show. Oh, Fred saw it. He didn't say anything though. That's funny, Fred. See, you saw it, but you didn't say nothing. Everybody's been egging me to do that. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. It's a family show. All right, so I did it that quick. That's it. No, I'm not bringing her back, Roy. Come into Zoom. You can see her all night. We're not doing that. I don't want to get a letter from YouTube. Paul, I haven't had dinner yet. Then leave the room, he says. Hey, Lewis, what's up? All right, let me see what else I can come up with here. Oh, we did that one already. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we did that one. Oh, you guys haven't seen this one. We'll put this one back up. So, what's my favorite airplane? That's pretty much it right there. That's my giant RV-8. That's the same one Wild Bill just got that one. And I do have the ability to do this with this green screen, which is pretty cool. So now I can just put it up. I took me out of the picture. That's me holding my RV-8. And so if I want to show you guys pictures, I can just, it's being displayed on the green screen without me in front of it. So yeah, this has been. Yeah, I'm a naughty boy. Sorry, Lyndon. Yeah, I was only naughty for a few seconds though. You're telling on me? Oh no, God, don't do that. So, yeah, so this lets me do a lot of cool stuff, guys. It's a lot of fun. I really have been having a lot of fun with the green screen. And it works so well because other than, if you try to do the background stuff without a green screen, it works, but it doesn't work this good. There's a definite oh, that's the fireplace one. So is the fireplace lit? Let me look here. You can't see, but I'm trying to see. I can't see. I'll try to go over here and see. No, it's not. It's not on. I have to redo that. But anyway, so in this mode, the reason I picked this room is because, like I did earlier, I had Ryan up here on the TV, and then there's a fireplace down here, and I can put a fire in the fireplace at the same time and have Ryan. So it looks like a real room. I mean, you would think I'm in a room, like this is a real room, and this looks so much better than the back of the back of the tent. So, but anyway, so that's yes. To answer your question. Yes, I am in a tent, but it's not for any particular reason other than in the winter it's heatable. In the summer it's not a problem. But during the winter it gets really cold out here. Now, I know it's Florida, but it still gets in the 40s, and I can't do my show out here. It's sitting in its chair. I gave myself frostbite one time. Well, to be more accurate, frostbite's just like sunburn. There's first degree, second degree, third degree. Okay, so first degree frostbite is called frost nip. And I got that one night because I was in my garage, and I was sitting on a bar stool in my old garage, not the new building. And I was on a bar stool doing my show, and I had my leg tensed on the bar stool. So it cut the blood flow, the blood circulation down considerably. And it was 40 degrees out there, and I didn't realize I had my leg tensed like that. And when I tried to get off the bar stool, I fell right on the floor. And my leg felt like there was knives in it. And then I was in hypothermia for about 4 hours after that. When I finally went in the house and stopped my adrenaline from doing the show, I started shivering uncontrollably for 4 hours, and I was hallucinating. My wife was laughing at me when I had a bad fever. I was in and out of consciousness, and I was talking all kinds of shit. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And when the fever broke and I woke up, she says, "Do you remember any of it?" I said, "I remember some of it." So she started telling me all the things I was saying, and it was a pretty funny. I lost 12 pounds that night, and it was not water. I burnt 12 pounds of fat that night. It took me over a month to put that weight back on. Not that I wanted to put it back on, but so yeah, that was a bad night. I don't recommend it. You can go on YouTube and look it up. They've got a weight loss program, just hypothermia. Look it up. You fill your bathtub with ice, you climb in it, and you literally put yourself in hypothermia, and you'll burn weight like you couldn't believe. But it is not a pleasant night, so I don't recommend it. Pamela, welcome to the show. Good to see you. So anyway, just a little fun facts here. But anyway, that's why I'm in the tent. And the green screen's pretty new. How long have we been doing the green screen now, guys? Just a couple months. I decided that I knew it was possible. I knew the old OBS that I still had on the one computer had the chroma key in it to do the green screen. So I reinstalled it on this new computer, the old version, and bingo, it worked, and we're just having a lot of fun with it. So Ken, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ken's been through it. Yep. Yeah, it's not, frostbite's not something you want to mess with, guys. I mean, I only got the first degree, not the third degree he had. And it was very painful. It still is not 100% better. I don't have any pain anymore or anything, but my leg is still very red down where the frost nip was. And I don't know if that's ever going to go away. I ain't worried about it. At least I'm not in pain anymore. Oh, Roy, I teed that one right up for you too, didn't I? Oh my God, Roy, you're so funny. So you new guys that are here, Paul or Hobo, you guys got any more questions that want to learn about me and my show here? Since you guys are new, I can give you a couple of quickies. I've been doing RC for 50 years. Started when I was 13, so do the math. Now you know how old I am, and love it. I've never lost interest in this. I absolutely just love this hobby, and I do all RC. Favorite radio. All right, so I'll explain the joke there. So about 10 years ago, I came across watching YouTube. I bought a DX6i. Everybody's Spectrum. So I bought one, and I was flying my Spectrum planes with it, and I very quickly got unmarried to the Spectrum idea. I didn't like the whole idea of being married to that product. I don't mind being able to go for that product, but I don't want to be married to it. And I was having problems with my radio, getting shot down, and I decided it was time to make a switch. We're gonna find a different radio. So I did a lot of research. It took about 6 months before I finally decided that the Tyrannus Plus was going to be my new radio. So I bought one, and I love it. And I've been flying it for 10 years now. Bought a second one about 5 years ago, I guess. It's newer. Same thing, another Tyrannus Plus, but it was the SE version. So it's got the Halifax gimbals and a lot of upgrades in it. And then recently, the last year or so, I bought a Radio Master radio, which also is Free Sky compatible and Spectrum compatible. But Free Sky, OpenTX Free Sky is the basic protocol for the radio. If you buy a Radio Master receiver, it's Free Sky protocol. But it'll do 70 different protocols, the Radio Master. So I've been pushing these radios because they're inexpensive and they're great quality, and I'm trying to save these guys money, but they're not listening. They don't care. But I still like to talk about them from time to time and why I enjoy them, so that's the joke. Talk about what's your favorite radio. Anytime things get boring in here, they always throw that one. Hey Kenny, what's your favorite radio? So my current favorite radio is the Radio Master. I just think it's a really good quality radio. It's very inexpensive. It does everything I want it to do, and then some. And so that's my favorite radio. So much for that. Do I like sardines? I've had them. It's not my favorite, but yeah, I've had them. Can't roll the credits yet. Just got here, Pam. What are we rolling credits on? I started a timer. Am I talking too much again? Oh my God. Should I put on a movie? I can put a YouTube movie up on the screen here. We can watch a movie if you want. So anyway, and I'm not trying to sell product, guys. I maybe some people think I am. I'm not. I'm not an influencer for anybody. Nobody's sending me free stuff. I'm not getting paid a dime. If you go out and buy an airplane I recommend or a radio I recommend, I don't get a penny. I'm just trying to save you guys money. This hobby is so much cheaper than it used to be, but if you do it right, it can be really expensive if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. I'm not doing it the expensive way. I'm a cheap bastard. So, and I'm only cheap because that way my money goes farther. I have over 130 airplanes currently in the hangar, and I don't know how many exactly, but it's well over 130. And the only reason I can afford those is because
I'm not buying $100 receivers to put in these planes. I'm buying $19 free sky receivers that work perfect. And, you know, and that's why I can afford more airplanes, you know, and I don't buy expensive airplanes. The most expensive airplane I ever bought, I think it's still the E-Flight, the old E-Flight T-28, the Carbon Z T-28. I think that costs more than my RV-8, because that's the only plane I've ever paid full price for. And then, of course, I bought another one, but I haven't got it yet. But I bought a second RV or T-28. But the RV-8, the giant RV-8, is probably the second most expensive. And then, you know, everything else is pretty cheap. You know, I don't spend a lot of money on airplanes. I buy a lot of airplanes, but I don't buy expensive airplanes. Ken Birdie, you out of here? All right, buddy. You have a happy Easter too, man. And hey, thanks for sharing your frostbite story. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Pamela, I've got some drones. I've got what you guys would call a drone, a standard drone. But I also have some quadcopters, which, you know, the difference between a drone and a quadcopter is a drone can fly autonomously on its own. You can send it on a mission. You fly it out of range, it comes back on its own. It'll land itself. That's a drone. A quadcopter is a fully stick and rudder. It's got 4 motors, but it has no capability to fly itself. You literally have to do all of the flying. So I have both. I have some drones and I have some quadcopters. And so if it's radio controlled, Pamela, I own it. You know, sailboats, electric boats, hovercrafts, jeeps, cars, trucks, an excavator, a front loader, a dump truck, racing trucks, racing cars. I mean, I have so much RC you can't even begin to believe. So I probably have over 100 RC cars total. Now, a lot of that stuff is toy grade. I'm not going to say, you know, it's all high dollar hobby stuff. I have a lot of toy grade stuff because I think it's cool. And when I go into Walmart or Toys R Us, when they used to be open, the first place I go is the RC section. And when I see something there I got to have, I buy it. You know, so I've got a lot of really cool toy RC stuff, toy grade. But I have a lot of real good stuff too, hobby, you know, raceable competition stuff. I used to be heavy in the competition, the surface stuff. Right, my quadcopters do not have GPS on them. There's no auto stabilization. Well, it has a slight stabilization in it, but it's by no means can fly itself. If you let go of the sticks, it crashes. You know, you have to fly it. And I've got quadcopters. You can just sit there and it'll hover in one spot for hours, or until the battery runs out, and then it'll land itself. So that's what I'm talking about, the difference between a drone and a quadcopter. You know, my quadcopters, you have to fly. They don't have any kind of self anything. So yeah, Pamela, we're all kids at heart. I mean, at least I am. I'm definitely a Toys R Us kid. My coolness is defined by my background. Thanks, Paul. Hey, I'm pretty proud of the background. I really am. You know, it took a lot of, you know, I mean, I'm a pretty quick learner, but, you know, putting the TV, here, let me do this real quick while we're playing around. Here, let me fix this. There we go. So I can switch to this. And let me put, I have to get my background back. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. Let's put. No, let's put that up there for now. Okay. So being able to put on my TV, I'm actually on Hobby King's website searching for an ugly stick on the TV in my den here. So so the TV is really on the wall and in the picture, but I put a window in it to look like, and then I can put whatever I want in the window. You know, I can run a video, put a picture up, whatever, and that was fun. And then I did the same thing with the fireplace down here. You know, you can go on YouTube and get the fireplace thing and put it on your TV. Well, I can put it in the fireplace. So all this fun fooling around with this green screen's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. And I'm always enhancing it. I'm always coming up with new stuff, like the stripper pole. Which, by the way, guys, and Roy, you'll appreciate this the most. My wife told me to go get the stripper pole. She said, you should put a stripper pole. Really? The guys have been asking for 2 months now. I said, I'm not going to do it. Then she said, you should do that. So anyway, so that. Yeah, Roy, you're right there. Quadcopters hit the ground like a brick when they're out of control, for sure. So which Husky did you buy, Wild Bill? The orange one or the red one? Yeah, Fred, I got to tell you, Debbie definitely rocks. I married her for a reason, and I gotta hope she's back to stay this time. I think she is. I hope so. We've got things in the works. We've got plans. We're gonna finally make happen. So it's the red one, the 4S version. Yeah, that's the one I'm probably going to get. I like the orange one, don't get me wrong, but it's too expensive. I don't need a 6S. You know, it flies great on 4S. I don't see the reason for 6S on a plane like that. I mean, I know most of my big planes are 6S, but because that's the way they come. They don't need 6S. I mean, I've flown the Carbon Z150 on a 4S, a 5S, and a 6S. And it flies exactly the same on all three because the way I fly it, I don't need 6S. So yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, Roy, if you come to the Zoom, you know, I had it up all night in the Zoom because I don't care. That's private. We're not. You know, you got to remember that the whole world can watch the show. All right, and I don't want the whole world looking at a stripper pole. All right, that's not going to do a lot for my credibility. So 5 seconds of it was enough. Yeah, well, Bill, it definitely changes your perspective on things, don't it? Because that RV is big. You know, I mean, it's girthy and, I mean, it's just big all around. So's the Carbon ZT28. That's even bigger. You know, that's bigger than the RV8, if you can believe it. You know, the Carbon ZT28 is bigger than the RV8. Yeah, Pamela, I'm trying to keep it a high class. That's why I'm not going to put the stripper pole back up. I gave him 5 seconds of it. That was a little teaser. That's all they're getting. If you want to see more of that, you have to come to the Zoom because I'm not putting it on the show. Roach Coach, what's up? Good to see you, man. So what would you get? You've got the Carbon Z Cub and the Carbon Z Cessna. Or I would get one. One what, Fred? What would you get? What are you looking to get? Oh, the Husky. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't gotten it, honestly, is because I have the Carbon Z150 and I have the HSD 182 and I have a Draco and I have the what other high winger do I have? Oh, the Beaver, you know, the FMS 2000 millimeter Beaver. So yeah, I've just got so many giant scale type airplanes like that, you know, and I've got the PT-18, which is a, you know, is that thing 1600 or 1800? So I have a shitload of those planes, but I really like the look of the Husky, so I know I'm going to get one. I really want one. I just like it. It's pretty. But I don't need another one of those kind of planes right now. So I have to prioritize when I buy them, you know, to the need versus want kind of thing. You know, I've got so many of the high wing giant that that's why I bought the Mamba, because I don't have one of these. You know, I've got plenty of big high wing airplanes. I didn't have a 3D biplane, so I wanted a 3D biplane. Yeah, Lyndon, I agree. I've got lots of big airplanes. Yeah, like Wild Bill said, the LX P40 that's huge. You know, that's the same size as the T-28. That is one big ass airplane. Yep, and Roy just said the same thing. Yep. Yeah, that plane's big. I mean, it's really big. So that's why I love it. It's a great airplane. I love that airplane. You guys all need my garage. Get off your money, guys. Spend your money and buy a garage. You'll be glad you did. You know, this is way more useful than having all that money in the bank that was doing nothing for me. You know, this garage has saved everything for me. You know, having a place to keep these planes, my cars, my motorcycles. You know, it's you know. So right now, both motorcycles are in this garage. One of my cars is in here right now because all Deb's furniture from the apartment's in here right now. All my airplanes are in here. Well, almost all. There's a few still not in here, but just a few. Not that I don't have room for them. I just haven't gotten around to moving them. And yeah, it made a huge difference. I have they're very special motorcycles that you might not even know what they are. And I like odd things. Okay. So I have a 1989 Honda Pacific Coast. So if you know that bike, you know what color it came in '89, because it only came in one color. And the other one is a 94 Yamaha GTS 1000, which is a very unique motorcycle. There's only one bike on the planet made like this, and that's it. And so I wanted it. And so those are the two bikes I have. I also have some very unique cars. I have a 1986 Pontiac 2+2. That's a very unique. They only made 1,200 of those, 1,225. 1 year only, one color only. Roach, I guarantee you have more money than I do. I had to use my 401k money to put this garage up. I didn't have any money. You know, I had to use my retirement, not all of it, but most of it, because I needed the garage. Now, I you know, my retirement, I took a big hit on my retirement that I did not want to do, but I just had to do it. I had to have this garage. With all the cars and the motorcycles and the planes, and it was either get rid of all the crap or get a garage to keep all the crap. So I went the latter. I went with the garage so I could keep all my crap. Who's naked? Randy, guess what I got? What? Well, everybody's like, what? What do you got? Blue peeps? What? There you go. Good for you, man. Yeah, I haven't retired yet. I'm hoping that's coming soon. Can't elaborate right now, but I'm hoping that's coming within the next year or two. But flying and riding sounds awesome, Hobo. Good for you. Wild Bill has a 201k. Well, that's what I have now too, Wild Bill. I lost half of it, so now I have a 201k also. Yep. So I have a 201k as well. Yep. But I have a garage. So it was worth it. Honest to God, guys, it was worth it. Yeah, Pamela, I have no idea where peeps are. Blue peeps, I have no idea what that is. I live a very sheltered life. So I don't know what blue peeps are. There's a nursery rhyme, blue peep, I think, isn't there? Something like that. Bo Peep, that's it. Yeah, Bo Peep. Yeah, how long ago was that, Wild Bill?
2005. Yeah. And that's a 2-car garage. So that I have that on the house. I have a 2-car garage. It's not a sealed garage. I mean, it keeps the snow. Well, no, we don't get any snow, but it keeps the rain off the cars. It keeps most of the weather off the cars, but it's kind of an open garage. The rafters are not sealed, so air goes in and out the wall through the rafters because there's nothing in there. But you know, it's a good garage. It's a 20 by 40 covered parking area. Was that one of those freestanding carports? Did you get one of those by any chance? Yeah, you're right, Lyndon. That's what it is. A poem, Little Bo Peep. Yep, that's it. Lost her sheep. Yeah, I couldn't think of it at the moment. That's exactly what I was referring to now. It was a test. You pass. RC Dream, welcome to the show. So you've got tan in your face from flying. That too much. That's a horrible thing to have. you know, a tan face from flying too much. That's horrible. Yeah, we all should be that lucky. Hobo. Yeah, that's true. What did you? Just curious. What did you have for a company vehicle? I've had a couple of company vehicles in my time. Nothing to brag about, but you know, the free gas was nice. A Ford Expedition. Oh, well, good thing you're not buying gas for that. Yeah, you'd hate yourself, man, if you had to pay for gas in that thing. So you can always get a Prius, and you keep that dream alive, the free gas, because that's just about. There you go. Go ride the hog and strap a plane to your back. Yeah, it sounds like a winner. Yeah, Wild Bill, the flaps are on channel 6. Yeah, Gears channel 5. Flaps are 6. Do you own your own vehicle, Hobo? Or you just because if you unless you're a car guy like me, I've got 9 cars. You don't. If you have a company vehicle, you don't need to pay for a car. Until you have to. So. Now, the motor's on channel 1 on Spectrum, which I assume that's what you're using. Oh, your wife has a 4Runner. Nice. There you go. So what do you think you want to get? You got a car in mind, Hobo? What do you think you're going to get? All right, Roach. Hey, you have a good weekend, Michael. We'll see you later. Hey, don't do any crashing. Yeah, an AR620, yeah. So channel 1 is your motor. 2 is aileron. 3 is elevator. 4 is rudder. 5 is landing gear, and also your safe. And 6 is your flaps. Nothing much with your 201k. Hey, you don't have to buy new. You can buy used. Save a lot of money that way. There's a lot of good vehicles out there used. There's a car lot here that really has some awesome deals. When the girl I was dating 6 months ago, when her Hyundai broke down, when we needed to get her a car, we went to this local lot here, and we found a really nice Cadillac STX. It's a smaller SUV. And it's got a few dents in it here and there, nothing major. It's in really good shape. It really looks good. I mean, to just look at it, it has a nice appearance. It doesn't look ratty or worn out or anything. The paint shines. Yeah, it's got a couple of dings in it. No big deal. A couple of check engine light things are on that are nothing to do with the performance of the car. It drives fantastic. It runs perfect. And she got it for $5,000. It's a 2010, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a 10. And it was just a great deal. Roy, don't you have a Flex? Is that what you have? Yeah, Roy's got a Flex, so he could probably tell you. A 7x14 enclosed trailer. That's what I'm pulling. The problem with that trailer is not the weight of it. It's the aerodynamics of it. you know, the faster you go, the harder it is to pull. And I was pulling mine with a car, and it didn't like that. The car just wouldn't, you know, anything under 60 miles an hour is fine. But some of the roads I go on to get to the flying field are 60 plus, and it just doesn't want to pull it. So I got the truck for a bigger, you know, to punch a bigger hole in front of the trailer. And so I got a Chevy Avalanche, and that did a good job. That pulls it just fine. Now at 60, now you start going faster than that, and it's, you know, it exponentially it's going to get harder and harder to pull. So yeah, Fred, it has that and some horsepower too. So that's really what you need to find, Hobo, is to pull that trailer is something that's going to punch a big hole in front of it. It's not going to take a lot of horsepower to pull that thing, as long as you've got something to punch a hole in the air. That's why my car wasn't working, because the car is very low slung, and that it's a V nose too, but it's still it just, man, once you hit the 60 mile an hour, it really starts to drag the car down. It doesn't like it. Yeah, again, it's not the weight that's going to be your issue. It's going to be the wind deflection, the drag, aerodynamic drag is going to be your nemesis. So I would suggest find something that's going to punch a big hole in front of it, and you'll do much better. It doesn't matter what horsepower it has, as long as it can punch a big hole, you'll be good. So I'm not familiar, Roy. How big, tall wise? How tall is the Flex? Is it a lot taller than a car, or like halfway between a car and a pickup truck? You know, what's the Flex size wise? Yeah, well, Bill, if he's pulling a 7x14 and it's full of foam airplanes, I don't think he's going to have a weight problem. You know, my trailer don't weigh shit, empty, and foam airplanes didn't add a lot to it. So Ethan, how come you're not looking at something that's more fuel economy than that? Why are you looking at Blazers and S10s? I mean, that's that mid-sized truck that's not really a truck, but it's bigger than a car, kind of. Get a Geo. You know, Ethan, we were just talking about this the other night. You know what would probably be a really good vehicle for you for driving and hauling? No shit, the Dodge Magnum. You know, you can get a 6-cylinder Magnum that'll haul air, because it's a station wagon basically, but it's a cool station wagon, and it'll haul airplanes, and it'll get good gas mileage, and it's a nice vehicle, and they're cheap. You know, I mean, we just looked them up the other night, and anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 get you a decent looking. At least they were here. Yeah, that's not good mileage, Randy. I mean, that's okay mileage for a truck, but you know, I don't think Ethan needs a truck. Same thing here, Christian culture, Lyndon. I think what is it? Mostly, I don't. I think what isn't it? Fish on Good Friday, or we're not supposed to eat meat, and you know, I don't know. I forget. Yeah, see, again, the Tahoe's not going to get great mileage, Roy. You know, it's going to be the 15, 16, 18. The Dodge Magnum will get 35 miles to the gallon. You know, and have room to haul. Yeah, I love the Avalanche. Don't get me wrong, and I'm trying to get the mileage up on it. I'm replacing the O2 sensors. Gonna put spark plugs in it. I had a brake that was dragging, so that was hurting my mileage. I fixed that already. I did a brake job on the back of it. But you know, I'm thinking gas mileage wise for Ethan, he needs something that he gets some good mileage with. My ex, Debbie had a Chevy Malibu, and it had the 2-liter turbo motor in it. We were getting 46 miles to the gallon with that thing. It's not a hybrid. It was a gas-powered car, and we could get 46 miles to the gallon with that thing. I loved that car. You know, I really did. That was an awesome car. It drove nice. It looks nice. It was roomy inside, more roomy than the Cadillac. You know, I mean, we loved the ATS. Don't get me wrong, but the Malibu was bigger, and it got way better gas mileage too. So, yeah, your brother don't know too much, Pamela. I wouldn't listen to him. Sorry. I like the Mustang. You know, Ford's Mustang when they came out, 08, the 08, 09. I love that Mustang. I'd buy one of those. You know, ever since then they keep changing it, making it look worse and worse. I don't like the newer versions at all. I really like the 08, 09. That was the one that looked like a 69 Mustang, and I like that. Oh, there'd be thousands of kites in the air. Oh, no kidding. Really? A lot of kite flying there in Guana? Yeah. Guanya? I think Ganya. Is that how you pronounce it? Am I saying that right? Well, Ethan, and spread your searching out. You only have to make the trip once to go get in it. A car somewhere else. So, that's probably a very cool car, Wild Bill. I don't know that one personally, but it's an '09. I bet it's. Have you got a picture of it? Can you send me a picture of that? I'd like to see that. Yeah, I know what it looks like, Roy. I'm just curious, how tall is it? It doesn't look very tall. It doesn't look like it's much taller than my wagon. See, and that was the problem with the wagon, is it don't punch a big enough hole. Around 45, 50 mile an hour around town, no problem. That's easy. It handles it fine. But when I get on the interstate, try to do 70, the wagon won't punch a big enough hole, man. It's like dragging a parachute back there. It don't like it at all. So that's why I got the truck. It punches a much bigger hole. We had no trouble dragging the trailer to Alabama. It went fine. Mileage was pretty decent. We were doing 70, I think, most of the time, 65, 70, and it did fine. So, like I said, the trailer's not heavy. I mean, you can pick it up. The tongue weight's like 150 pounds maybe. There's no problem picking the tongue up. It's not. I can push the trailer around my yard. It's not heavy. It's the aerodynamics is what makes it hard to pull it, not the weight. It's not a heavy trailer. So. Well, Pamela, right now, Lyndon's in New Jersey. he's here right now. Yeah, Roy, my Impala's got over 300 horsepower and 330 foot-pounds of torque. And it puked out training fluid all out of it on the way to Alabama 2 years ago. It didn't like pulling the trailer. It wasn't a horsepower issue. It's the drag. The car's low, and that trailer at 70 miles an hour is just too much drag. So my car's got way more horsepower than my truck, but the truck pulled it because it punched a big hole. The car didn't like it. I mean, I did fine. I went, 400 miles. It's pulling it, but then I had a tranny issue. And I still don't know what's wrong with the tranny because I haven't had time or money to fix it. So the car's just sitting. But yeah, it's the drag of the footprint that trailer, is just so much drag at the higher speeds. You try to go 70 miles an hour, and it don't like it. If you're just running it around town, hell, you could pull my trailer with a Yugo. A Prius would pull my trailer. If you're only going to do 40 miles an hour, you can pull it with anything. Honest to God, I probably could pull it with my motorcycle. I ain't kidding. I really probably could pull that thing around town with my motorcycle. But I couldn't do it at any speed. 30 miles an hour, no problem. And I do have a hitch on my Honda, so I could pull it. I have a big open utility trailer I pull with the Honda. I've done it before. So, oh, you put the picture in the poop group, Wild Bill? All right, let me go look. I think I could do that. I think I had that up here somewhere. Yeah, over here. Oh, look at that. See, I was expecting to see a stars and bars on the side of it. Something, you know, something like that. Yeah, that's the Mustang I like. You know, that's the old, looking like a '69. You know, that if I ever bought a Mustang, it'd be that vintage there, 08, 9. You know, that I love that look. That's the Mustang I like. These new ones where they, you know, slit the headlights and the taillights, and I just don't like it. I'm not into that. But that's cool. I like that one. That looks really good. Pamela, are you in Minnesota? Is that where you are? Yeah, that's a good question. How many trucks are still sitting without chips? Yeah. Wow. What in the hell are you doing in Minnesota? Oh my God. Yeah, our weather Sunday here is going to be back in the 40s. Sunday it's going to be rainy and cold Sunday. It was 92 today. Sunday it's going to be in the 40s. Keeping your blood thick and healthy. Okay. Yeah, she's freezing like you. I got out of the snow. I grew up in Cleveland. I know all about the cold, man. I'm done with that. I don't want it. I can take the heat all day long. I hate the cold. So. It's 36 there now. Hell, it's 73 here in the garage. It's cooling down outside. I mean, it always gets cooler at night. So yeah, but we're sitting at 73 right now. Micah, what were you doing in Boca? I love you too, Roy. Yeah, I'll send you a box of sunshine. What the hell do you think I moved here for? I got out of Ohio in '83. I left Ohio. I met my wife. We got married. We came down here on our honeymoon. We found jobs and we moved. Neither one of us wanted to deal with another winter. We'd had enough. 23 years of cold weather was enough. So, and we still get cold weather down here, but it's not for very long. It goes away quickly. So it's 58 in New Jersey right now, huh? That's not bad for New Jersey. That's not bad. That's not too bad. Deltona, Florida? Is that where you're going, Ethan? The home office is in Boca? No kidding. Did you fly down here or did you drive down? I got you. I know where that is. I used to work by there. So while you're down here, find a car. Look around. Take it home with you. Yeah, that's true, Mike. You're right. It's easier to find a job when you have one, for sure. Oh, you flew into West Palm, yeah. Now, Florida cars aren't covered in salt. I don't know where you heard that. You only get salt in your car if you drive it to the beach, on the beach. Other than that, there's no salt down here. Yeah, they use a lot of salt in the roads up in Cleveland, so I knew all about that. I was washing my car every week out in the driveway. I had a real rubber hose, which I still have, and I hooked it to the sink in the basement, ran it out the garage, and I'd wash my car in the driveway in the middle of the snow. I wanted to keep the salt off of it. Yeah, Lyndon, I'm sure that's cold for you, 58, for sure. You're living like you said, the Caribbean life. That's well, okay, fair enough, Pamela. But I was only dissing you about Minnesota because it's. Do you like the cold? I mean, are you a winter person? Do you like the snow? And because Minnesota's worse than Cleveland when it comes to snow. I mean, Jesus. I don't know. I'm not a snow person, so I mean, I played in it when I was a kid, but I couldn't get out of Ohio fast enough. I had enough. I wanted the I like the Caribbean life. I like the sun, the palm trees. Yeah, that I love it. Oh, Wild Billy loves snow. Do you really? God, I don't know why. The hurricanes are nothing. I've been through 6 or 7 of them now. No big deal. I've had 0 damage from any of them. And one of them went right over me. The eye went right over us. No damage, nothing. Tornadoes are way worse than hurricanes. The hurricanes are not, it's not that bad. It really isn't. He tried to donut. Yeah, Wild Bill, it looks just as pretty on a postcard. I bet I could put one up right now. I bet I could go find a nice winter scene and put it up on the screen. You want to see some snow? Yeah, I love it when somebody else gets snow. Yeah. Yeah, it snows in Tennessee. It snows in Florida. Rarely, but it happens. And it doesn't stay on the ground, but we'll sometimes get some flurries down here. But yeah, it's the thing about Florida is when you get that cold weather, it's usually for hours, not weeks or months. It's just hours. And then it goes right back up to 92. So that I can handle cold for that long. Does she really, Randy? That's great. Yeah, it snows in Texas too. Yeah. Yeah, Fred, I'm just over that. I don't ever want to go back to the snow. I'm perfectly happy with. Yeah, with the Caribbean life. Uh-oh. So is that your backyard, Roy? Is that what you're showing me here? Yeah, just don't eat the yellow snow for sure. Yeah, it's not lemon flavored, trust me. Yeah, you can send that kind of snow to me all the time, Roy. I have no problem with that. I can look at it just fine. I just don't want to live in it anymore. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't want any more snow life. No, we really don't have an infestation. Infestation. No, not really. You know, I got a couple of lizards. Hell, there's one that's in here, and I got one in the house. I don't know where he is tonight. He's been watching the show from right underneath my speaker bar there, but he's not there right now. But he ran across the table the other night. So we have some lizards. Iguanas, not too many. They're, the only iguanas we have are pets that people let go. Got a lot of parrots too. Same thing. Parrots, they got, a pet store, and then it got out and they flew up in a tree, and now there's parrots everywhere. So, but not an infestation. Just, but we have them. There's more alligators down here than anything else, and that's not even a problem. It's just nothing like that. It's pretty easy down here. Oh, Bill's crashing? Is it Wild Bill out of here? All right, Wild Bill. We'll see you later, man. Here, we'll do a little. How about that? There you go. Does that make you guys nice, warm, fuzzy feeling? So Roy sent me pictures of snow, so I'm going to send him some sandy beach. There you are. See there? Yeah, air fry them. Yeah, absolutely. Nah, I don't think they'd be good eating. They're just, there's nothing to them. No, there's no meat on them. I don't think they'd be good eating at all. Exactly, Roy. I'm 10 minutes away from that view. It's always there. Even on cold days, that view is still there. So, yeah, it's... Well, so
A big problem is a loose term. We have a big problem with pythons down here too, down in the Everglades area, and that's where the iguanas are too. So and alligators. So yeah, they put bounties on the heads of that stuff down there to just control the population. So yeah, you can go down there and get paid to hunt that stuff. Iguanas, pythons, alligators, yeah. But it's a very remote area down in the Everglades. It's not a big, anywhere else it's not a problem. And yeah, so yeah, they start paying you for them, and you know, frogs. Nah, that's not a big problem down here. We don't have a lot of frogs. Definitely not a problem. I guess the pythons have been the biggest problem because they're killing off. Well, they kill the alligators, and our ecosystem's not balanced anymore because the pythons are killing off, you know, the prey, the other, you know, prey, and so that's been a problem. But that's in South Florida. We don't have a problem like that up here. There's nothing down around here that's. I've never seen an iguana in the wild. First off, there was a part of St. Pete where there were a lot of parrots. I did see that once. They seem to be hovering in a certain area down there, and they were all pets at one time, and they got out, and now they're just wild. So got all kinds of, you know, macaws and stuff just hanging out in trees, you know, wild. Yeah, they say there's some poison frogs down here. You know, it's listen, I've got black widow spiders in the tent here. I mean, you know, they this breed of black widow is not deadly. You know, I mean, if you're allergic, yeah, but you know, you don't have to rush to the hospital if you get bitten by a black widow spider. The brown recluse and the black widow are in the same family down here, and they're not lethal. You know, the frogs, you know, they're probably lethal to animals. You know, my dog died, and my dad thinks that she got a poison frog. I don't know. I guess it could have happened. Who knows? Yeah, they put a bounty on the heads. You know, they're paying hunters to go kill those things. So same. I guess there's a spot of iguanas too. Same thing, but I've never seen an iguana in the wild. I've been in Florida since '83, and I've been all over Florida, and I've never seen an iguana in the wild. These little lizards we have? They're everywhere. You know, the geckos and lizards and that kind of stuff. But I've never seen an iguana in the wild. My buddy's got a pet iguana, but yeah, I've never seen. I thought I saw my lizard buddy, but no, that's not him. I don't know what that is. Yeah, a lot of people have them as pets, and then they get out, they get loose in the wild, and then that's how we got an iguana problem down here, because iguanas aren't native to Florida. You know, it's not like we have, you know, iguanas running all over the state. You know, we've got, you know, same thing with the pythons. You know, pythons aren't indigenous to this area either, but when you let them out, you know, they get too big to keep as pets anymore, so they just let them go. Well, now we got a problem, you know, in South Florida. I've never seen a python around here either, so. So I'm in the Tampa area, northwest Tampa area. You know, like I said, if there's an iguana problem down here, it's probably down in the south, you know, in the Everglades area. That's where the python problem is. So. Right, Roy. You know, the iguanas get big. You know, they're well, Palm Beach is down again. That's to south. That's down by the Everglades. You know, Miami. Yeah. So I mean, they may have a problem down there. I don't know. I haven't heard of a problem around here. You know, nobody's talked about it. I haven't seen it on the news. And again, like I said, I've never seen one in the wild here. So I think that problem is like in that area exclusively. I don't think it's statewide for sure. I hadn't even heard of there was an iguana problem down here. This is all news to me. I haven't heard that. I don't watch the news, so but you know, I knew we had a python problem. So I knew they were paying hunters to go kill them, and we had an alligator problem for a while too. So they were paying people to hunt those as well. I guess now we've got piranha down here. Same thing. You know, people have them in their fish tanks, and then, you know, they don't want to feed them anymore, and they just, you know, throw them in a pond or flush them down the toilet, and the next thing you know, now we've got a piranha problem. So. Yeah, see there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's a python trying to kill a deer. So yeah, and that happens, but that's why they put a you know, bounty on their heads to kill them. You know, because we had a problem. I don't know if we still do. I don't know how old this video is. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. These were all pets. You know, pythons aren't indigenous to Florida. These were pets that got let go, and they've multiplied, and now there's a problem. You know, but it's down in South Florida. It's not around here. Yeah, Randy, I'm sure that snake wasn't very happy that he lost dinner. Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't. Lyndon's got some gourmet cooking going on here. Welcome to the cooking show. Today we're going to teach you how to cook them damn iguanas. That's funny. Well, Lyndon, I might just take you up on that one day. We'll have to see. Yeah, so I'm looking at the video that Randy sent me. That was from 2 years ago. And I have no idea if we've gotten the Python problem under control or not. Again, I don't follow this stuff. You know, if it's not airplane related, I don't give a shit. I don't watch the news. It's too depressing. I got enough problems in my life. I don't need to listen to everybody else's problems. So I don't watch the news. So I don't know what the iguana problem is. I know it's not around here because nobody's talking about it around here, and we don't have a python problem around here either. You know, it's just, you know, I know we've had problems down here, but it's always been down in South Florida in the Everglades area. So. That's a good question, Roy. Can you cook something battered in an air fryer? I mean, is it? Lyndon, the E-flight iguana. Yeah, that's what we need. You know what? It'd probably be more popular than a stick. Yeah, we've got the new smart stick. You know, they've had that for years down in Australia. It's called a boomerang. Iguana on a stick. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Jesus, that's funny. Yeah, that was funny, Lyndon. That Lyndon did that. I agree, Pamela. It was funny. Oh, golly. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I usually don't go till 1 anymore. I used to a lot, but not anymore. So, hey, it was great having y'all here. Good fun. Pamela, you're always welcome here. Thank you for coming. All the rest of you guys, good to see y'all. I'll give you an update on the Mamba here. I'll probably put it together tomorrow morning. I painted it this morning, and I thought the paint would dry faster, and I would have time to throw it together real quick, but I got lazy. Sorry. So I didn't put it together. But it's all clear coated, so it's ready to put together. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. So Sunday night, we should have it on the table. So, all right, guys. So have a good night. We'll catch you. We'll see you for sure Sunday. And if I get this done and fly it, I'll. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm flying Sunday. It's supposed to be rainy and cold all day Sunday. It'll be really bad. So we'll wait and see. So I might not have. I'll have a plane to show you, but I might not have flown it. So we'll see, we'll update you on that Sunday. All right, guys. So have a good night. We'll catch you all later. Have a happy Easter, all of you. We'll talk to you later. Good night.